All right, y'all, today we got Cinco exposed DDG. Say it ain't so, man. That boy DDG just can't catch a break. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how detrimental this new news is, but Cinco seemed to be one of DDG's actual genuine close partners. So this could be a very bad look potentially, depending on whatever Cinco is about to say right here. Let's get right into the video and see what's going on between them boys. Make sure you guys subscribe to my Berto 2 channel. Link to that will be in the description. Berto 2, Berto 2, Berto 2. We're trying to get to 26,000 subscribers. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? Y'all already know what it is. Y'all been showing so much love. Thank you. Let's do it.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look sweet.
Like I said, I felt like he was the program. He ran the program. Dude, that's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Last year, I was at the bottom of the rank. This person has talked to various crazy. Calling I made you and who you drive this and who like.
After DDG's new group, the Capaholics, was announced, a bunch of people were tuning into it, seeing all of the members. And one member that stuck out to a lot of people happened to be Cinco. Not because he was one of the funniest people inside the group, but because when Capaholics actually started on October 1st, he was the one person that wasn't there anymore. And a lot of people were so confused and didn't understand why until we spoke out recently talking about how he was disrespected, he was used, and basically their entire friend group as a whole isn't even a real friend group. Basically trying to expose not only DDG, but other people with inside the group while he was alive yesterday. But we're going to break down the most important parts of everything that's going on. In order to do that, though, we have to start from the very beginning.
Seen a lot of narratives, people talking about it's because of my girl. Like, first of all, let's just nip that in the bud right there. I did auditions for Argue My Ball with my girl. My girl knew, like, she knows what entertainment is. She doesn't trip up conversation. We have a very healthy relationship, you know what I'm saying? So that's never the case. I see narratives saying that I want to be, you know, I think I'm bigger than the program. Definitely is not that, you know what I'm saying? I come from a place where I know ain't nothing bigger than the program, you know what I'm saying? But program can't work other than they bigger than the program.
Cinco starts his entire live stream.
I mean, that's facts. I mean, you know, I'm somebody that has come from working with other people, you know, shit. If you guys don't know the lore, I was a part of a group for a very long time of the first half of my career. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing when you're able to come together and, you know, live your dreams out with your dogs for real. But something that you really have to understand when it comes to doing anything with other people is that ego got to go out the door, bro. That ego got to go out the door. And, you know, people think they right about certain things and people might feel a certain way about certain things. And that's where the communication got to be so strong, because when ego is involved, that shit's always going to go south. It don't matter what's going on. Both people got to be on the same page and have a level of respect, because you can disagree on shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, think about it with relationships. Like, you're not going to agree with your partner every time, you know? So there has to be a level of like agree to disagree. But if there's no respect, I mean, it's never going to work.
Dispelling a lot of rumors. Before anybody actually knew the reason why he wasn't inside the Capaholics, they did start multiple rumors saying it was because of his girlfriend Lala and their connection with DDG, or that she was just having him not do it because they already know the type of content they make, which is mainly girl content. And he clears all those rumors saying he already did My Ball auditions, which again was girl content with DDG and the other collectives where they had auditioned other women, and she understands that at the end of the day it's just content. None of that stuff actually means anything on their true relationship. Along with dispelling the fact that people thought he was bigger than the program, saying that he thought he could make it farther without needing the Capaholics, and that's the whole reason why he decided not to join them, because he could just grind on his own and get way farther than anybody as a group. Also dispelling that, saying he knows that's not the case, being like, hey, I do mess with people that are actually in this group, but somebody in the group was thinking that they were actually bigger than the program. And that's where he gets into the actual disrespect he apparently faced while inside the Capaholics.
You know, a situation transpired, you know, where I caught it when it was wrong. You know, the person came at very disrespect, very childish, very immature. To the point it wasn't even about what I came about anymore. It was just some way deeper, you know what I'm saying? And I felt the animosity, and animosity doesn't always have to be about money. Don't hate about because I got more money, I'm gonna hate on you. Like, nah, it stems from different places. I'm not a therapist. I don't know where that stems from, but I felt it, you feel me? Various times I try to leave our group chat, you know what I'm saying, and defuse the situation, you know, but like I said, I felt like he was the program. He ran the program, you know what I'm saying? So he kept adding me back and just turning it down, like coming at it in real disrespectful ways, talking to it like a friend would never talk to. Then like, it's happened once before, but I let it go, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, the person came to me and was like, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through certain situations, and I'm like, I respect you.
Throughout this entire talk, at no point in time did Cinco actually say the person's name, but because of tweets and other clips we'll go into later, we know for a fact it was DDG. The overall situation he's talking about definitely explains why you probably wouldn't want to be a part of that group, if all of what he is saying is true, because we actually don't know. At no point in time did he show proof, text messages, anything like that. It's just basically he said, she said. With Cinco talking about situations that happened in the past already, many people believe it was even more of DDG, because he's talking about things things going on in the person's life. And if you've seen DDG's year, it definitely would make sense why he would want to lash out at somebody. But lashing out at a friend, especially in that situation where he's just trying to come to you and tell you that you did something wrong, makes it 10 times worse. And then doubling back by adding him to a group chat that he continuously tries to leave and continuously disrespecting him over and over and over again just shows the level of arrogance that at a certain point no one's gonna want to tolerate. At least that's what you would think, because apparently this isn't an isolated situation with Cinco. It's a situation throughout that entire friend group that he not only calls fake, but basically also claims this person goes around disrespecting people continuously and they don't do anything but sit there and accept it.
Even that group, like, it's not a real group, bro. Like, that ain't real. Them ain't real. Like, and I'm not saying, like, speaking on as far as everybody individually. I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity. Like, last year, I was at the bottom of the rank. If I put up to the club late, nigga, tell me over. Like, you can't even get in the club. Like, I'm not coming out to get you. You know, this person has talked to various crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even the time I got talked to crazy, like this situation where just blatantly disrespected a nigga below the belt, he blatantly disrespected another nigga below the belt. And that person didn't say nothing. They took it. Like, they just Nick calling bitch, I made you, and ooh, you draw this, and whoop, like real crazy shit for it. It's like, damn, like.
Damn, DDG. Damn. You know, I don't know DDG, so I ain't never put my neck out and be like, I'm a down the pole trying to defend niggas that I ain't never met once in my life. But the narrative for a long time has been that DDG is a very genuine guy, you know what I'm saying? So to hear this and see this other side is nasty, bro, you know, because again, I'm big on respect. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are, what you got going on, how much money, clout, motion, nigga. I treat people with respect. So if you gonna come disrespect me or you think you bigger than me just because you got some money or some clout, nigga, I will never stand for that. And you know, this is a he say, she say situation, but if anything what Cinco is saying is true, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That respect go out the window for DDG, bro, because it's just like, you got to treat people like human beings, man. We all put our pants on and our shit stink the same as everybody else's, my nigga. You know, now, if somebody meets you with disrespect, now you got to, you know, think about how you want to handle that. But, bro, you just undermining people. Like a nigga talking about, oh, I made you, or you only because of me. It's like, that's never genuine. Because I know for me, I do so much for other people. I put my heart out there for other people. And it's not because I want to be able to rub it in their face. It's like, no, I want to see you win. I want to see you get the most out of every situation, bro. Matter of fact, I want to see you thrive and strive to the point where, hey, if you end up being bigger than me and more famous than me, then cool. I want that for my dogs because, you know, at the end of the day, I know their success ain't got nothing to do with me in the sense of like, I got my own path. God's going to guide me and I'm going to keep working hard and I'm going to get my moment. And you know what I'm saying? God has a plan for me. So I would never look at another nigga and try to, you know, limit him or stifle him and then downplay him like, oh, you only X, Y, and Z because of, you know, like that's lame as fuck, bro. I can't respect that. Again, this is he say, she say, but if there's some truth to this, I can't respect it for sure.
Say something like that to the other, the nigga just ain't say nothing, you feel me? And just took it and just.
And that's some bitch ass shit, boy. Like, on everything. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are, my nigga. You come disrespect for me, I'm sticking up for myself. Like, oh, yo, who the fuck do you think you talking to? I'm dead ass. I'm not going.
You know, like sat under damn me.
I would have to keep saying a lot of this stuff obviously isn't confirmed, but he is saying things that people have speculated about from the inception of the Capaholics. Obviously, they've only been out for like 2 days, so you've only been able to see their interactions between 2 days. But a lot of people have already called that, saying that they don't seem like a genuine friend group, along with the fact that DDG, obviously being the most clouded, having the most eyes on him, the most attention in the entire group, would be able to pull egotistical moves like that. With the notoriety and connections that DDG has, he would be able to pull big brand deals that he could easily just say somebody inside the group wouldn't be a part of in order to gain control of them. Again, not saying that he did that because we have no proof that he did, but it would make sense that out of anybody in the group, yes, DDG would be the one to be able to do it. Along with the fact that people were calling out his ego mid-live stream as he was going on an entire rant on Twitter, tweeting about it consistently as Cinco was talking about the situation, along with even changing his bio on Twitter because of certain things that he said. Dog on a view high and just yapping, crying laughing emoji. Nigga ad farming now, laughing emoji, just yapping. Shit finna cut in half when he touched that car door handle. Niggas switch up on a gang when shit gets sticky. Y'all know I ain't starting nothing. I finish it. That young man is an imposter. Going and changing his bio to the pro program. Regardless of how you feel about this entire situation, thinking that Cinco's gotta be lying, he's making all of this up, you gotta agree that doing that stuff from DDG is the most egotistical.
Yeah, that don't look good, DD, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. And you know, it kind of sucks seeing this because bro, if you've been watching me for a while and seeing my reactions, like I've been a supporter of DDG for a long time, man. And you know, I've even stepped out and defended him on some shit, just looking at from his POV, be like, nah, I think y'all tripping. But I can't really say that with the evidence that I'm seeing right here, bro. You kind of moving lame, bro. Now, the only thing I can always respect is somebody that takes accountability. If DD, you wrong, bro, you might need to step up to the plate, take some accountability, apologize in public, man. Let these niggas know that you was tripping, because that's kind of moving on some bitch ass shit, nigga.
Thing you could possibly do, especially when Cinco didn't name you at all. You didn't give a name actually this entire live stream. But later on, when he would started talking more, he would even bring up the fact that instead of just saying disrespectful things like this person made him, or talking about the cars that he drives, clothes, any of that, he also talked about a brand deal that he was going to give them, basically hovering it over him, trying to use that as leverage to get him to join the group back and basically control him.
Discrediting, you know what I'm saying? Telling nigga I wouldn't be and I can't make it without it and made you drive this and this and that. You feel me? It's like, and then I'm like, man, I'm out this shit. I ain't finna argue with you, bro. You a kid, bro. You mentally a kid. Talking about nan and the boo boo and this, bro, childish fool. Like,
oh yeah, it's DDG he's talking about, bro. After he said the nan and the boo boo, I definitely done seen that nigga DDG say that a bunch of times in a clip, my nigga. It's DD.
Childish. It's like, I said I'm gonna lead a group. Try to wave some money over my head, try to wave a gambling deal. Like, oh, sent the screenshot, like, oh yeah, you finna lead a group, all right, bet. I was finna bring this. If I was finna bring this here to y'all, send a little screenshot of some money. I told the nigga, man, f that money. Can't, like, you think you could call a nigga out his name and disrespect him to the max, and you think you could send a screenshot of some money and I'm supposed to kiss your, man, you out your mind, bro. You out your mind, bro. And I have various signs. I don't let shit slide so many times, man, like, so many times.
And that'd be the thing, man. Like, in y'all real life, when y'all dealing with anybody, relationship, friendships, you know, sometimes even family, my nigga, they start showing you them signs, bro. People will show you exactly who you are. You don't need to see it that many times, bro. Like, again, genuine mistakes are mistakes, right? You know what I'm saying? But, bro, people will tell you exactly who they are. They will show you over and over and over again, bro. It's not your job to sit there and try to save them or try to change them, my nigga. They gonna change on their own time. They gonna figure it out on their own time. Don't sit there and waste your time, my nigga. They will play you.
Want to be accepted by a group of I thought was cool, or accepted by I thought was cool. Certain niggas I thought was cool.
Don't get me wrong, money is an amazing thing. The way it can help a bunch of people, and not even just yourself when you're getting it, but the people around you, is beautiful. But to try and wave money over somebody's head in order to control them and use them so that you can just say and do whatever you want is some of the weirdest things possible, especially in an industry like content creation, where we can all just win together without having to worry about somebody holding a brand deal over your head, or talking about not being able to help you with videos, or just not being able to help you, period. But that just seems like what's going on in this situation, where he's trying his best to have control over not just Cinco, but the entire group, and it's not really working out with him, at least to the point where he is willing to leave and not come back because he just wants to have his own respect. Obviously not making as much money, but it's gonna be morals over money every single time.
And you know, with situations like this, I wouldn't be surprised this whole shit flip and Cinco just get turned. Take all the motion if he puts that work in.
What's even worse is they were trying to convince this man to stay inside the group and just not be cool with him, which makes no real sense. It just shows how fake that group actually is if they're willing to go to this extent. Really do have someone there that obviously is not only being disrespected by somebody else in y'all's group, but also just doesn't want to be there because of the fakeness he sees within the collective.
I don't want your money. I want you to be here. You know what I'm saying? I want you to genuinely respect me and show genuine love. That's what I thought. Yeah. I thought going into the house, I'm finna make millions with my friend. And they told me, gang, put that shit aside, bro. Like, come on, please, bro, put that shit aside. Like, you could just, like, y'all don't gotta like each other. We gonna make more money, bro. It's business, bro. Like, think about the business, man. F the business, bro. That's not what I signed. If it's all about business, I'd rather be by myself. I'd be self-employed then, nigga. That's not what I'm about. Maybe you consider, like, what y'all been doing, sitting around faking it with a nigga and only kicking it with a nigga because it brings some type of benefit.
And, you know, I think that's the difference when we look at groups like AMP. Like, AMP is so clearly, like, you can see that those guys, through the ups and downs, have been genuine brothers for a long time. Like, they came up together, versus this is a kind of a situation where niggas are just slapping together. You know, I know DDG and Dub, like, they're genuinely brothers. And then I know DDG and Deshae Frost have been fucking with each other for a long time. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, these niggas aren't brothers like that. You know, like, for example, if I can't do no social media group with nobody other than Don, Astral Dior, Feek, and Yo-Yo, and Stanley. Like, those are the, like, 5 niggas where it's like, these are my mud brothers. I've known them for years. I've known them before I had any motion. Shit, I've known Don since fucking middle school. I've known Feek since fucking no, I've known Don since high school. I've known Feek since middle school, and shit, I've known Dior for like 5 years now. 6, 7 years now. So it's like these are my dogs. You feel me? And that's not to say that you can't meet people along the way and, you know, create real relationships, but, you know, that's what we see with AMP though. It's like them niggas really been locked in, you know, in the 2K community, really like way before they was even really popping like that. Only a few 100,000 subscribers. And now they're doing what they doing, you know, versus this shit's kind of more manufactured. Not to say that it can't work, but it's not as genuine. And bro, when things aren't genuine, that shit is full of birds, bro.
Like, but me, I can't do that, fool. I gotta play it safe with y'all. I can't give y'all all my loyalty. I gotta genuinely be under a crib with a nigga.
That shit's always lame. When you feel like you gotta step on your eggshells, when you feel like you stepping on eggshells with your dog, like you can't even speak up and be like, yo, nigga, you tripping, bro. You know, that's one thing that I love about all my relationships and my friendships, my nigga. Like, me and Dior, for example, bro, on some shit, we can dead ass be getting into it like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Going back and forth, like disagreeing. But there's so much respect there. There's so much respect where it's like, we gonna either agree to disagree or we are working towards solution because we respect each other too much to be on some bullshit. Like I know for a fact, never call me out my name, never, you know, do some low blow jab shit, you know what I'm saying? And if things were even to get heated, our respect is so high for each other. It's like, hey, bro, you know, maybe we need to regroup and talk about this another time because, you know, niggas, I feel estatic right now. We not in the right state of mind. And it's like, that's what true friendship is, bro. That's what true, like, relationships are. Like, you can't, you know, when you respect somebody, you don't move a certain way, you know? So I feel him. I feel him. If that's how he's feeling, my nigga, again, this is still he say, she say. I'm not going to sit here down the sword and be like, oh, you know, this is 100% fact. You know, there's always two sides to the story, but, you know, but shit, just the way he even talking with the conviction in his voice, shit, that say a lot.
I'd be like, I can do this for you, but I can't go up here for you. Like, nah, bro.
That's a pretty big issue with group content in general. I feel like a lot of people want to get in these groups thinking that, hey, man, as long as we combine our audience together and we have fun, then we're definitely going to grow, not only together, but also just make.
I kind of just said all this, whatever he's saying. I just want to hear more of the drama.
Didn't really go in depth, but wanted to say his piece on the situation a little bit here and there throughout his stream yesterday.
Yeah, I want to start off by saying Cinco is lying. I want to do it on desktop when I talk about that shit. I am the program, y'all. Call me DD program. DD program.
I'm lying. Hey, show the message. Hey, that's why I leave it at that. Show the message. I ain't got to say nothing else, gang. You want to prove it to me? Show the message.
You know what's crazy, though? I will say this, though. I'm such a real nigga, I ain't even gonna do it to him tomorrow. But if I did what he told me to do, talking about show some messages, where y'all look at that nigga so damn different, I'm not even gonna do that, though. The nigga probably lose it all, bro. I don't know why he encouraged me to do that.
This makes no real sense to me, as everything
I ain't gonna lie, DDG. I feel like somebody's bluffing hard. Somebody's bluffing hard, because me personally, if a nigga would have pop out and say X, Y, and Z on my name and paint me as this type of person, I'm definitely showing the message. Oh, you know, nah, you got me fucked up. I'm the most genuine nigga in the world. You trying to paint a fake story, nigga. Oh yeah, I'm showing the messages. So I ain't gonna lie. DDG, what's up? Show the messages, bro.
Cinco was saying is not only an attack on DDG's group, but DDG as a person, his entire character. No matter what you might say, be like, yo, I can pull up clip after clip of people saying they mess with DDG. I can pull up clip after clip of people showing that DDG is actually out here helping people. That's
exactly. So again, DDG, you've never been shy of, like, you know, you've never been shy of ending a nigga career. I've been a genuine fan of DDG for a minute. I remember I've seen DDG go on whole, like, hey, unsubscribe from this person type of campaigns, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really buying this. Like, why all of a sudden you don't want to go there? Like, show the messages, bro. What?
all online. Those messages, stuff that happens behind closed doors, or these real people. A lot of people get confused. They want to pull up clips, old live streams, old YouTube videos, being like, hey man, look at what DDG did here. Look at what this person said. That's all on camera. Nobody is out here blatantly disrespecting people on camera, because then you're going to do the same thing that you're doing now with these good clips with bad clips. That's why he's encouraging them to show the messages. If anything, that would prove that DDG is more in the right. If he is so correct, then I don't understand why he's not willing to do it. It just doesn't make any real sense to me. But maybe he is just that good of a person, and he just doesn't want to destroy.
Nah, like I said, I don't know, bro. I've seen DDG go there with niggas. I've seen him go there with niggas. Unless he got a soft spot for Jay Cinco because he was genuine his friend, but like, bro, Jay Cinco is pretty much taking the stance like, no, you a bitch. You calling me out my name. You have no respect. Like, he's saying you not moving like a real nigga. He's saying like you really moving like a hoe. I'm gonna defend my name for sure. I don't know, bro. Again, I don't know these niggas. I'm on the sideline. I'm just trying to make sense of it. But show the messages, bro. That's what I'm on.
Jay Cinco's career, which is what I've been seeing online. But outside of just DDG, we have had the most neutral takes of neutral takes. People that are on both sides of the situation, like the Shay Frost, have come out and shared their opinion.
You leaving, that shit going, like, cause I had shit planned for me and Cinco, bro. I had shit planned for me and Cinco. And I was like, damn, bro, like I had a little segment and all shit. But am I still gonna do streams with Cinco? Hell yeah. Am I still gonna do streams with DD? Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm still gonna do streams with them niggas. Them niggas just, they're not fucking with each other right now. And, maybe that shit changes. I think that shit will change in the future. I think niggas will come together later. It might not be today or tomorrow. It might be in a year, it might be in 5.
Hearing Deshay's take though, there might be ego on both sides. Now that can be true as well. There might be ego on both sides. I feel like I was resonating heavy with what Jay was saying, and everything he was saying is factual. But when you got somebody like this in the middle that's clearly kind of friends with both of them saying what he's saying, there might be some ego on both sides. These niggas on some pride shit. They both got their heads in the clouds a little bit. That could be true. Both things can be true.
5 months, 6 months, who knows? But I think this shit's gonna be crazy right now, bro. I think this shit's gonna be.
Now, obviously, I can't blame the Shay, but he didn't really go in depth within the group chat situation, which if it's a group chat with everybody that was in Capaholics, he would be in it, talking about how that went down. He didn't really go in depth talking about anybody's ego, anybody's anything. He just talked about he wishes for the best for both of them and tried to stay out of it, which makes sense. That's how most of everybody else reacted. Anybody that was close with DDG and Jay Cinco just gave the exact same thing, hoping for the best for both of them, not really going into depth about any of their character or if any of that they said was even true in the slightest way. Unfortunately, this just shows why group content, or at least these streamer groups in general, are not working out. Purely because you're bringing together a bunch of people that actually don't like each other. And it gets even worse when you actually are friends and then transcend to that business level. Because you can't really keep a group together while also maintaining the business side of things if you all don't look at each other as equals or as friends. And Dub actually went into that on his live stream, talking about the difficulties that actually come with this group content.
So we all was a friend group, but the only thing between our friend group is that some people was cooler than other people, then some others was cooler than other, and then we all combined. You know what I'm saying? Once you mix business with stuff, bro, it always go bad. Once you mix business with stuff, it always go bad. You know what I'm saying? But I was talking to Max about Capaholics, and he was just like, bro, this is what Max told me. It's a group now. So when y'all get into it, just know that y'all are a business. No, at first y'all was just a friend group. When it's business, when 2 niggas disagree, or 3 niggas or 4 niggas disagree on something, you're not stopping, oh, I'm just not gonna reply to this nigga in a group chat no more, or if we go to the club or if we go out to eat, I'm just not gonna go because I don't like them. Now it's like, oh, I'm not doing content. I'm not doing business with this person anymore. When you make it a group, you're not making business. I'm not doing business with that person anymore. So now I look bad just on the whole group. Me and Deshay get into it, and we get to the point where we want to fight each other. We say some disrespectful words. The business between me and Deshay is done because it's not a friend group no more. It's a business group where we do everything together. So it make things worse when you're in a group when you get into it, because it's like, I don't want to make no money with you and I'm not going to talk to you. So that's the bad things about the group.
This entire disagreement between Jay Cinco and DDG just shows the bad natures that come with this group.
Yeah, I mean, just even hearing Dub's take on that, it's not genuine enough. I'm not wishing on nobody's downfall. I still wish everybody the best. I hope, they group go on to do amazing things and had great numbers. But just literally hearing Dub's take on that it's not that I disagree with him, but the fact that he's like talking about it like that kind of just shows how not genuine their friendship is. Because if I were to make a group right now with my dogs, I wouldn't even say that because I know how locked in and how much respect me and my dogs have for each other. It's like, I know we're going to be straight. Like, I genuinely know that. There's not even no ifs, ands, or buts. I know my niggas are solid, and I know anything we disagreeing on is most likely some bullshit. You know what I mean? Because we are locked in like that. Real life brothers, mud brothers, like real life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a completely different thing. There's no if, and, muts, or maybes. Like, my niggas would never do me wrong, period. Period. That's it. I'm willing to die about that shit. God strike me down lightning. Come on, boom. They wouldn't do it. They couldn't. We too locked in, too solid. You feel me? So that's a different energy. And it's like, again, what Dub said is 100% true. But it's a different energy. It's a different mindset when you know you like this. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. You know, definitely some unemployed news for sure. It is what it is. But I think them niggas might have bit off a little bit more than they could chew. I feel like they probably, you know, they tried to make the big business move, which I respect it on a business level. I'm a businessman. I love that money. Money. Love it. So I see the vision. But they say you never mix money with friends and family, man. And, you know, I'm not necessarily a firm believer in that, because I do feel like when you locked in like this, you can make it work for sure. For sure. But it does complicate things. So y'all let me know what y'all feel in the comment section. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys subscribe to Berto 2, link in the description, man. I love y'all. Where y'all family? Where y'all family? I'm going.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.